Phil, I know it's not the ending you wanted, but you ran into a very talented young man.
He was fantastic. He was like me probably 30 years ago. I just couldn't compete with him. He was aggressive. He was everything that he should be quite honest with you. And for me, he's a breath of fresh air. Because Michael van Gerwen is running away with it. And he's got somebody now to compete with.
You seem determined to enjoy your final William Hill World Championship.
I've got to enjoy it. It's my last one. I'm never going to do this again. You know, you're losing. The one thing I wanted to do was win a set. I didn't want to go out losing 7-0. That would have crippled me. And if I could have done the 9 daughter, that would have even been a bonus on the horizon for me. But it never happened. So, but I thought it was in. I thought double 12 was in.
It was a stunning display from Rob, but just to make the final in your last ever
He's
campaign.
Fantastic. He is a fantastic player. There's no two ways about it. But he's dedicated, and he does everything right. He's dedicated. I mean, he didn't go on holiday with his wife and children so he could practice. I mean, that is dedication. That was me a few years ago, but I can't do that now. You know, for me to even get to the final was like winning the World Championship, to be quite honest with you. But it just fell in place for me. You know.
You've talked about leaving this sport. Are you ready? Have you been ready for a while?
I've been ready since last year, to be honest with you. You know, everybody kept saying you'll have a tear in your eye. No, the only tear in my eye is tears of joy because I'm ready now to move on. I haven't got the energy levels to compete against these players. The schedule, what Barry set out now is fantastic. He earns them an absolute fortune. He's a genius at what he does, but for me, I can't do it. You know, it's 5, 6, 7 days a week. And I can't do that no more. You know what I mean? I'm nearly 58 years old.
Has this been
I've outlived my dad, believe it or not. My dad died at 57. I'm nearly 58. You know, it's great and it's lovely. It's earned me a lot of money. It's given me a chance to look after my family. You know, I've had troubles in my family. It's well documented. You know, everybody writes about it. But I've done my best for them, and I can't do any more.
Has this campaign been emotional for you?
I could be emotional. I could tell the truth, and I could say a lot of things that I would love to change, but I can't.
Do you walk away from the game with any regrets?
No regrets at all. I wish this. Yeah, I mean, over the years, I wish I'd never lost against Barney in the final and John Part. Of course I do. I'm glad I beat Kevin Pater and Peter Manley. But no, they're great characters. I met some lovely characters in the world. You know what I mean? I've not always loved these people. You know, there's a lot of people I wanted to strangle. Rob Cross being one of them tonight, but he does remind me of myself. You know what I mean? He's got an unusual style, but it works. And he's dedicated, and that's the way I was. And I can't be dedicated like that. I wish I could.
Your name has been synonymous with darts for more than 20 years.
My name gets bantered about every 5 minutes, Dan, to be honest with you. You know, if I say something, I get slated. If I don't say anything, I get slated. If I brag somebody up, I get slated. You know what I mean? I've had people I've had court cases, I've had this, I've had the other, and it's ridiculous, really, you know. But that's the way it is for me. Do you know what I mean? I have to live with it and deal with it and move on. And it's very difficult as a person to move on. Do you know what I mean? I've had people slating me, and so the one I don't get, of all things, as grown men, social media. I don't get it. I don't get why they can't come up to you face to face and be a man in front yard.
Just finally, Phil, is darts going to be the same?
Is darts going to be the same? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Barry and Sky, I'll tell you what's going to happen. You've got new faces. I think you're going to have a shock tonight when you hear who's in the Premier League. I think there's a few faces who are going to be missing. I'm only guessing, but I don't know. I think the game's going to change. Of course it's going to change. You know what I mean? It's like every football team, every Formula 1 team, it changes. Everything's going to change. If it's good, fair play. There's a few players in the future where I would sit down and watch them. Yes. And there's a few players, would I go to the back of my garden and watch them? No, I wouldn't.
Thank you very much.
And I'm being honest with you. If Sky want to give me a job and pay me well, then I will tell the truth about some of these players.
Thank you very much.
But you don't want me as a commentator. With you. Thank you.
Yeah, what were your thoughts when Ross threw the 1-4-0 for the match?
Sorry?
What were your thoughts after?
What was I thinking when I was 4-0 down?
Yeah.
Said don't lose 7-0. Don't lose 7-0. That was me thing in my head, because I couldn't see a way back. I'll be quite honest with you. Every time I hit a good score, then I hit a bad score. I wasn't consistent enough. I'm not consistent enough now. To me, to get through to the final this week has been amazing for me anyway. And that really, to be honest, my form, I shouldn't have been in the final. It just fell in place for me. Peter Wright got beat, Adi got beat, Wadey got beat, and it just all fell in place where I got through to the final. And I played a young lad in the semi-final who was capable of giving Rob Cross a game, as young Jamie, but he thought about the occasion, and that was the only thing in the semi-final I was thinking about, whether he'll think about he's playing me in my last World Championship, and he did.
You seem so happy on stage, even
I'm
when you're
very, 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 very happy. I'm very happy, I'll be honest with you. I've had a great 30 years, I'm on a good payday, everything's fine. That just goes towards my retirement now, but I've got no regrets as far as my career is concerned. Things in my personal life, of course I would. I'd change a few things. Hindsight's the best thing ever, but can't do anything about it.
And now, big holiday plans or just laying on the bench?
Big holiday plans? No, I think I've got about 4 days off, and I go to Germany where I'm playing a pro celebrity in Germany, and then I go to Australia for 5 weeks when I'm working. And then next year I think I've personal appearances about 170 nights. And I'm getting paid for every one, so even better. Now I'm going to enjoy my career now. When I'm in Australia, I'm doing 5 weeks, but I'm only doing 13 nights work. So it's time for me now I'm going to watch the cricket, which I've never watched professional cricket in my life. I'm going to watch the tennis, centre court in Melbourne. I mean, I've never done anything like this. I'm going to swim in the sea. I might go fishing. I don't know. I'm going to train every day. I'll watch out for the sharks, I know.
And are you going to watch the darts even this year?
Will I watch the darts? Yeah. I want to watch the darts to see how Robert Cross... Because I think next year, the rivalry between me and Barney is going to be Michael Van Gerwen and Rob Cross. I think you're going to have a good little rivalry there. Aidan Lewis has got to get off his backside and put the work in and start doing an effort and get back to where he deserves. Because he's my little second son, if you know what I mean. He's like my adopted son. So I'm disappointed with Aidan the way he's performing at the minute, because he's better than that. So Will I help him out? I think I'm already helping him out by telling you what I think about him. Yes, I will help him out. Yeah.
Thank you.
Phil, is there a neat symmetry about the way you lost your last final tonight, but 30 years ago was you against Bristol?
That was like me against Bristol. Yeah. It was old against the new. It was. Yeah, and that was what was going through my mind really. I saw the aggression and the relentlessness of it. His energy levels just didn't drop. Where I was up and down, and I'd have a burst for energy, and I'd hit to 180, 140, and then I'd go 45, thinking, oh. So I knew exactly now how Eric felt when I first played him. Because, yeah, so.
Could Rob Cross dominate the next 4
Could he dominate? No, I don't think he'll dominate. I think Dimitri could have beat him. And I think Michael Smith could have beat him. And also, 3 rounds he could have been beaten. Do you know what I mean? He's a world champion, don't get me wrong, but he's had his tough. Michael Van Gerwen had his chances. So, if anybody, Dimitri, Michael Smith, I thought Michael was going to beat him, I'll be honest. But he didn't. And he showed his bottle, and I mean, that was probably one of the best games I've ever seen in the World Championships, was Michael Smith against Rob Cross. It was brilliant. And he came through it, and he can't fault. And as soon as he came through that game, I phoned Bob. I said, "That's the kid what's going to win this if he carries on like that." Because you can just see he's got that fight in his bone.
Phil, you obviously think it's sort of too relentless the schedule now, but when this thing starts next December, you'll miss it, won't you?
Well, I miss it.
You'll miss this particular tournament, maybe.
Can I tell you something? When do we finish? 9th of December.
Yes.
9th of December until probably the end of January. I've got off next year. No, I haven't. Until the
3rd of January.
3rd of January, I got off. I've got a break. I've never had a break in December. I haven't got practice. I haven't got to dedicate myself. I haven't got to think about anything but really having Christmas with my family. I've never had Christmas with my family properly.
You think you'll turn up here?
Will I come down?
Commentate
Depends if Matt. I don't know.
Address maybe.
Pardon?
Fancy dress?
Fancy dress. I'll come as reporter. I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. But it depends. What Matt Porter's in charge. If he invites me, then I'll maybe come down.
Phil, honestly, how was the feeling to hear the crowd singing for the last time?
The feeling for me was fantastic, and that was my dream, to go out for Coldplay. I used to rule the world, and I don't anymore, so I'm going to pass it over, let them do it. I think Rob Cross and Michael Van Gerwen are going to rule it now for the next 5 years.
What were the emotions going through your mind?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Trust me. I'm all right. I'm bang on.
Phil, your first exhibition game in Germany later this week, or whatever you go. If you're on a 9-dart finish and you've got double 12, well, will you get flashbacks to here tonight?
Yes, of course I will, and I'll let it as well. I hope so.
Is that the shot where you perhaps felt it's not going to be my night? Because if you'd nailed the 9-dart finish, the crowd, the roof would have gone off.
I think the 9-dart would have been fantastic. If Paul Limit did one, it would have been absolutely a dream come true for me anyway. But if I could have done one, it would have been fantastic. Of course it would. And it'd hear me a few bob as well.
How strange that the two blokes who came closest to a 9-dart finish here.
Yeah. Never mind, eh?
Well done. I saw you gave the middle finger. Was that to Bob?
All the time. Even now.
Phil, does it matter if you get a fine for the RA? Does that matter because you're quitting? Does that matter? No?
You try and ask me, do I give a fuck? No.
Well, bollocks, no. Thank you.